really just so many bad choices and bad scenes in this movie. Like nearly every moment of it is laughable, just laughable, and this got released. I honestly can't believe it, man. You know, Mike, you have Michael. He kills like those ambulance. Well, first of all, that was a dream sequence, right, or whatever. I don't know, but basically everyone that he kills, he just throws him down on the ground, stabs him as hard as he can. He's mad. He's mad. He's mad. He wants his mommy. And he grunts. And half the time, Michael Myers is walking around without his mask, and he does. He looks kind of like Rob Zombie with a big ass beard, and he looks like a hobo, like a giant hobo. Um, you have Laurie Strode having the fucking images of the mom and the horse too. It doesn't make any sense. Um, God, this is so many bad scenes. Um, you know, her Laurie Strode acting mean to the family that she's living with that adopted her, you know, lashing out at everybody, just acting like an idiot. God, it's like already fading from my mind. It's how fucking bad this movie was. I mean, I guess that's a relief because I don't want to remember it. Um, just so many, every single scene in this movie is just terrible, man. There's a scene in a strip club once Michael Myers is starting to get close to the town, and he goes in and kills the people in the strip club for some reason. Who knows? And there's just, you know, that whole scene is set up like with this long opening of the douchebags that run the strip club sitting there and bullshitting and, you know, talking about how this and that, and they're gonna fuck. He's gonna fuck this girl, and this guy was Frankenstein, and he's getting advertising for the fucking strip club. Like, it's like, what? What does this have to do with anything? This is fucking stupid, man. And he comes in, and Michael Myers comes in the strip club, and is like, oh, maybe this is a chance for like a stylish, like at least kill scene because it's like a weird setting with the lights and this and that. But he doesn't do anything. He does the same shit. Man, he he either stabs someone as hard as he can and grunts, or grabs someone and smashes their head into something over and over and over. He like grabs the stripper and he's just banging her head into the fucking glass over and over and over. It's just so unbelievably bad. There's a scene where, you know, Laurie's like freaking out. She's just freaking out through the whole movie, screaming, ranting and raving. And oh, we're supposed to be feel so sorry for her. I mean, there's a chance for that element alone to be done okay, but it's not. It's done horribly. And she goes into her therapist finally, and I'm freaking out. I had a vision while I was awake, and you know her vision was killing her friend. You write me a prescription right now, with her pouty face at her fucking psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist is like, and I'll give you a prescription for Haldon or some shit. No, you give me a prescription. You fucking bitch. You don't care about me. Fuck you. Fuck you, man. She finds out that she's Michael Myers' sister when Dr. Loomis's book comes out, and you know she freaks out about it. She goes off on the family that she's living with for not telling her, and she goes out with her fucking punk friends or whatever from wherever she works. I don't even know what it is she works at. There's a scene with her working somewhere. I have no idea what it is. It's like a head shop or I don't know. Um, she goes out with these girls, and you know, instead of like, you know, I guess maybe that is how some people respond. Oh, I'm gonna go get drunk. Woohoo! Let's go to a Halloween party. They get all dressed up. Let's go to a Halloween party. And Michael finally tracks them down at it, and of course he kills her friends first, and then I guess he couldn't find her there, or I don't know. Then he goes to the house that she's living at, kills her friend Annie, who was played by Danielle Harris, who was in the older movies. And Danielle Harris actually is okay in this. She's fine, but like everyone else, she's pretty much wasted on such a terrible fucking movie. He goes there, kills her, and then the two remaining girls come back home, and he kills the one. Like I said, every single kill in this, there's nothing creative to it at all. It's just, um, Laurie Strode's in the bathroom trying to keep Annie alive, and Michael Myers busts down the door, and she leaves her friend. She like jumps out the window or something. She escapes. Michael Myers, Michael Myers goes after her. Um, and all the police come to Annie's house, and the sheriff comes, and he freaks out. And like I said, Michael or Brad Dourif gives a good performance. Like when he sees his daughter, he's like, "No, no." Um, but then they somehow track down Michael and Laurie Strode out into the outskirts of town, onto some farmland, and there's a helicopter that's following them. And they're like in a little shed or a little shack. I don't know what he's doing to her. Like Laurie Strode's like sitting there on the ground, and like she's being held down by an invisible child version of Michael Myers. So I don't know if it's in her head, if Michael Myers has supernatural powers. Who fucking knows? Who cares really at this point? And they're all standing around. All the cops are standing around the shed trying to get a shot off. Somehow they can't. Somehow they can't get a shot on him, even though he's like 8 feet tall. And then Dr. Loomis has a change of heart, and he comes to the rescue because he feels guilty or something all of a sudden, even though he's been a total jackass throughout. And he's like, no, I'm gonna go in. I know how to stop this. I can draw him out. And Brad Dourif is like, just dude, fuck you, man. He doesn't want him there. But Dr. Loomis runs in anyways. I don't know, man. What the fuck is he? I don't know. What if he says that he goes in there and he like sees Laurie being held down, and he's like, Laurie, nobody's holding you down. And I think like Michael Myers like throws him out of the shed, like the side of the wall, and he comes out to kill him. I don't know if he kills him or not. I mean, this thing, Rob Zombie could get a good looking like picture, like, but he cannot shoot the action. I'm just like, what's going on? Did he kill Dr. Loomis or not? Like, what happened? But then they and he's not wearing his mask again. They shoot him a bunch of times. And then Laurie Strode comes out of the shed. And what does she do? She grabs a knife. She grabs Michael Myers' knife, and then walks over to Dr. Loomis, like she's like standing over him, like she's gonna do something to him. So the cops shoot the fuck out of her, and this, Tommy tries to do it all stylish, like freeze frame, oh. And then the next scene, then a bad version of Love Hurts starts playing. And then you see Laurie Strode in a long white room. And I don't know if she had survived the shooting and she's in like an insane asylum because she's basically like Michael Myers now, or if she's dead and she's like reunited with them, or I don't know. Does the white horse? I think the mom and the white horse are in the room with her, and they like walk up to her, and she's like sitting there in the last shot. It's like, hee hee. Is she dead? Is she crazy? God, I don't care. I really don't care. So bad. I mean, the whole movie's bad, but the last like 10 minutes are just like, what? And this is a horror movie with no scares. Besides it being terrible, there's no scares in it. The killings are dull as they could possibly fucking be. You have Mike Myers flipping over a car at some point. It's just like, was there one choice in this movie that would like made any sense besides the casting of Brad Dourif? And I think that was by default. I think he was in the first one, wasn't he? I don't know. I don't remember the remake that much either. I remember the remake. It was bad. It was a shitty movie, but it was light years better than Halloween 2. Or not Halloween 2. We're going to call it Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, because the real Halloween 2 is one of the actually better Halloween movies, and it's fun. This is some bullshit, man. This is one of the worst horror movies I've ever seen. And I don't know if you could even call it a horror movie. It's not scary. I don't know. I get this. This is like a half a star out of 5 for Brad Dourif, because he's okay in it. But otherwise, you know, Rob Zombie just shit on one of my favorite characters in my favorite series. He could go fucking suck a dick. He should stop making movies altogether. I don't care. Devil's Rejects was okay, but the rest of them are shit. He's shown he has no talent other than maybe visual talent, but that's not enough to make a director, and it's certainly not enough to make a writer. He could go fuck himself. This movie could go fuck itself and die. You should never see it. Well, I got what I had to say out. I think I don't know. I could go on about this. I could watch every scene of this movie and tell you what's wrong with it. But if you really want to know that much, go do it yourself. I guess.